Well, maybe it's good to know that the way to get Smith riled up and actively looking forward to her duty, give her something to shoot at. And now that we have the final member of the troop with the Arachne, I'm pretty sure I'm basically awaiting just a lot of low to mid-level jealousy. Shall we find out? The tune is back in the beginning, I see. So we're back on focusing on, the actual family life. Might be pushing it a bit. I have got a few of them where I don't particularly care for their characters so far, so they're going to have to work to go up in my estimations. And also, some of them haven't really had any chance to shine, have they? Good work, Sue. And has any advancements been made on the whole marriage deal? Why isn't the alarm turning off? Gotta get a few more tests in. Getting a bit friendly. I don't think you want to be encroaching on that territory. One way to deal with her. Once again, just distract her with something that seems fun. How closely related are crabs and spiders and lobsters and whatnot? Her only ally. Oh no. Has disappointed her, but apparently she's not as okay with it as she's trying to put on. It just around the house. I feel like something might be on her mind. Maybe having really high ceilings isn't for the best. People could be hiding around. She's not basing it on her appearance, though. She's basing it on the fact that she's an intruder who's being an issue in her plans. I think Centauri is being far too accommodating. Oh, for Christ. Maybe you need to lay down some ground rules of what she's allowed to do, considering how many webs are going to be all over the place. Did you not read the rule book? Not all of them are particularly how sharp is she? Yeah, she trying to get that fake sword. Dangerous for who? And then what? Jesus Christ. Where would uh, like a centaur have its womb? In the horse body or human? Probably more likely the horse, but still. Hmm. Unintentional top character, that police guy. Have you run far enough, though? You're allowed to feel uneasy, and are not these two again. Surely they should be a bit on edge considering how he handled them last time. Actually, the time before that. Seems some people just enjoy being assholes. Yeah, but also you can't do anything either. I think the rules and the law set will definitely be rewritten after a few weeks at least. So I don't feel much hope in the future for these guys. Well, we've got to make sure you can't go to the cops then. Instill the fear of God into them. Do you think that those guys would actually go and report anything? Going straight to the... That's one way to get her off. Being honest for once. Oh no. Quick, someone apply emergency CPR. Or at least reattach his spine. Yeah, she has a thing about putting out people's like true intentions, doesn't she? Very important statement. You're free to dislike whoever you want. My whole thing is like, as long as you hate the person for something that is attributed to them, like their own actions or words, rather than some arbitrary distinction. At least she's been put at ease slightly. So that's how you hold up and tie a horse. Hmm. I think she's enjoying this far too much. I I didn't need to hear Centuria's muffled moans. Another good thing about being in somewhat isolation, I haven't been ill in a very long time. Where are you putting that syringe? There is a front door. This can't have been the first time someone has gotten ill. But if it is, like, the species haven't built up an immunity to common viruses and whatnot. I think we've found the true intent. Oh, for Christ's sake. You've got to love Smith. Her attachment for did she did quite a good impression. She was just incredibly good at imitation, isn't she? So, how long is she going to be able to keep up with this, though? Has she always been able to imitate clothes and coloration? I don't think this is a skill that we've been shown. Even with a cheap replica, she couldn't keep her composure. Glob. At least with the raincoat, he's got something that he can push back against. Oh, I wonder who that is. No one else holds the hands in that posture. Sure, but it might not. Yeah, hypothermia is a thing. I have a bad feeling about nutrients. How? Ah, yeah. I don't think you can get it like just rice horribly wrong. Oh crap. Ursula? To think that a simple dish could make her meet the sea witch. Well, it was nice knowing Marrow. Just just because it's got white in the name doesn't mean they go together. You don't have to. Oh, gone. Probably actually a good thing. Well done, Sue. How is this going to help? Good idea, Puppy. Sue doesn't have wings. Oh, and drown him. This went strange. Maybe the cooking affected him more than anyone realised. Oh, so in the implantation memory bit, because they got involved, it turned the whole scene strange. So you complain about one being shameless, and then also, Remember, it is Sue, so you don't want to spill any unnecessary liquids. Okay. Sure. Try to think. Try to convince everyone that your motives are entirely pure. No wonder Sue is so completely confused about what to do. And Pappy looked like she was having fun. I guess that really saves time about not having to turn around. So I know she can read thoughts and whatnot, but going back and experiencing memories and whatnot. Was this the cause of why he got ill? Hopefully she has the capability of learning. I was going to ask, where did she get the cups from? Turns out the window still hasn't been fixed and he hasn't been moved to another room. Looks like Smith really isn't doing her job. This room was quarantined off, remember? How very cognizant of you. I think Mia needs to be praised if her cooking managed to unlock some great intelligence in Sue. Run. It's not safe to be around her. A sense of her own medicine. What goes around comes around, apparently. I'm surprised she didn't impose a little bit more on... I can't remember his name. Kurisu? Darling-kun. So, Sue's body itself has a weird concoction of ingredients to aid with overcoming illness. Useful. Also, wasn't Mia supposed to be, actually learning? Where the hell did she think every white ingredient put together is in any way good? Who gave her that tidbit? Kind of wouldn't be surprised if it was Rachnia just trying to mess with her. Or just completely misunderstanding. I wasn't entirely sure on the connotations of zombie until that end screen just now, because obviously it would have to have been human at one point. And yet these monsters are only just becoming known? Also, how do Jiangxi work if it has the talisman with the orders written on it on its face? Would it have a sentience of its own? And while I appreciate the route this episode tried to take with its, oh, he's ill, we need to separate them off because it could mutate and hurt them. Like there've been actual tribes that have been discovered and then unfortunately almost killed off because of diseases that we ourselves are immune to, or relatively. But since they haven't had exposure to them, they haven't got the antibodies, so therefore, whoops, But from what the little bits we've been hearing, there has been, for quite a while, intermingling with humans, whether it was fully with consent or not. So they should have, at least some of the species should have, should be relatively inoculated. Also, I'm starting to think that maybe Sue is ex machina. When all things look dire, send Sue in. She can deal with it somehow. That might be for the future to find out. If you've enjoyed the episode, please let me know. Leaving a comment down below is the surefire best way of doing it, but also leaving likes on the video. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any future uploads when it comes to Mon Musume or otherwise, maybe not admit it was for Monster Musume, but still, you can subscribe to the channel, maybe even turn on notifications. But ultimately, whether you're recovering from an illness or not, you're going to need your rest. So I can see you bright and early for another one. If I was to ever fall ill, I believe I'd fare much better if I was left to my own devices than given any sort of help from those lot. And if you want to be the metaphorical white porridge to my illness, why not head on over to Patreon. The Flawed Otaku, Sal, Ray Wynn, Aegis TR, Dynamite 1997, Lewis Almanza, Aisha M, Danny Tree, Daniel Jorgensen, ASD, Shiwan, and everyone else. Thank you.